Some truths sound impossible. The heart doubts. The ears rebel. No, it cannot be. Our logical mind, our experience, all our learning, we grasp, but we cannot understand. I saw one recent headline a couple of weeks ago during Hurricane Ida. Amidst a storm of information, most of it devastating, one story caught my eye, my ear, and my imagination. Mississippi River flows backwards. How we shudder in awe, how insignificant we feel in the face of such might. A river changing course, like droplets of water in an ocean of trouble. We each come down to the water for our own reasons, to seek peace, to rest in the calm waters, to be cleansed and reborn for a new day, a new self, to play and seek tenacious joy, to drink and remember our thirst, our connection to life, to receive a blessing and be reminded of our verve. But when have we last harnessed the almighty power of water? In these times, so many headlines read like impossible forces of nature. When we are grasping for something we cannot comprehend, we are in that time, that moment, we are expending extra energy as we wrap our minds around the impossible, the constant readjustments, the constant innovations we undertake even today to try and have a water communion in real life. Just feels impossible, like trying to reverse the flow of a rushing river. At least that's how it feels sometimes. And I have noticed that you are tired. I am tired too. We suffer from the same exhaustion as the newborn babe learning a whole new world. And she sleeps most of the time. In between profound growth, all synapses firing. This is the way we are growing now, in this time, as we begin to accept a new world where not even the river's flow is inevitable. And when we remember the water didn't do it alone, not in our story this morning and not in reality. It was the wind with such awful force. It gathered all the drops at once, sweeping them in the wrong direction, north instead of south, only for a brief time so we might know what the wind is capable of. But what of us? What is our capability? What could we do with the force of our collective will, harnessed even for a moment towards the same goal? If only for a moment we released our particularities, our individual claims, and joined one common movement, could we, like the mighty Mississippi, like the winds of a hurricane, do the impossible? Mobilize the winds of change and reverse the flow of our people's direction? This is how the world has changed, and it has changed forever. We must now act as though we are not singular drops headed towards disparate destinations, but one collective gathering our energy and heaving it forward towards the common dream, the common hope of a world community of people whose destinies are intertwined, who depend on each other, who rely on each other. With all of that force, with all of that energy brought together, we can carve canyons. We can shape mountains with clarity of focus and power that is elemental. We can make a healing path against the current if we stick together through hell or high water, moving as one, upstream, upriver, towards healing, towards peace, towards justice, true justice. At the turn of this new season, summer turns to autumn. May we make time for the sacred rest that is required as we gather all of our strength, calling forth all the elements, our deepest passions, our most powerful visions, thus transforming the landscape of our lives. Amen. May it be so.